Every quarter, the Defense Manpower Data Center releases troop levels. How many troops we've got stationed all over the world. And this latest one, Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria, wiped the numbers off. Took them off the website. This is reported by militarytimes.com. Okay? So this wasn't reported by some hippie website. This is a very pro-military website. And of course, this article is very brief and it just gives the facts. It doesn't call into question why. It's not critical of the military for doing this. But this is where we're at now. And the number of troops it's claiming we have in Iraq is 5,200, but they've claimed that number for a year. It hasn't changed at all, according to these reports. So why would they do this? Because they don't want us to know. Because that's part of the war machine. Obama was very skilled at pulling boots off the ground while expanding our military. Endless covert ops and special operations and endless drone striking, because boots on the ground is not good politically. And I pulled, I was in Iraq in, I think 2011, in January of 2011. And at the end, I believe it was the end of 11 is when they pulled the final troops out. It's a big significant thing. Tanks crossing the border, guys kissing the ground in Kuwait. And yay, we pulled the troops out. And Trump was, of course, very, very critical of why are we still in Afghanistan and what did he do a year ago? He upped the troop number. So now we're just going to, I've always said this. I'll say this time and time again. Trump is just the most vulgar version of what presidents have been doing. And he's just like, I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm corrupt. Hillary's corrupt. The Democrats are corrupt. The Republicans are corrupt. I'm just going to be flagrantly corrupt. So I'm just going to, don't report the numbers. I'm sure that was like a meeting. So I said, boy, every time we were increasing the numbers, how's the press going to take it? Just don't report the numbers. Can we do that? Sure. We can do whatever we want. Is there an outcry? Is Sean Hannity banging his fist? Is Chris Matthews banging his fist? Why are we not knowing the troop numbers? No. Because the media is now pro-war. The latest Syria rocket attack proves that. They want war. So they're okay with troop numbers. They want it. They're paid for it. Boeing and all the Raytheon, all these people buy ad time on the big media companies, so that's what they want. So I'm going to just read this. This is what it was. The Defense Manpower Data Center for years has reported quarterly the number of active duty National Guard and Reserve forces assigned to each state and stationed on each country overseas. They released their quarterly report, minus any data it previously reported about the number of service members deployed in combat. We're just not going to tell you how many people we have in combat. When asked last week why the quarterly December report had not been posted, defense officials said DMDC is currently updating their policy for these reports. Information should be available soon. Oh, okay. Just reworking the website, guys. We don't have the hard numbers. We'll get them to you. And let's hope nobody asks 6 months from now. We're just going to keep letting this happen. The December report had blank spaces where Iraq, Syria, and Afghanistan figures used to be. An asterisk at the bottom said, with ongoing operations, any questions concerning DoD personnel strength numbers are deferred to OSD Public Affairs / Joint Chiefs of Staff. Man, is that some solid military red tape BS acronyms. Wow. They also stripped the Iraq, Syria, and Afghanistan numbers from the previously released September report with the same disclaimer. So why do you need to pull the numbers from an old report? Why do you need to pull them from September? I thought, wait a minute, I thought we were updating the policy. So we're just updating the policy. So once we get the policy updated, then we'll give you the new numbers. Why did you have to go back and scrub the September numbers? In your own thing here. The Defense Department has now scrubbed years worth of previous quarterly reports from the website. Years. They are literally rewriting history. I doubt they're going to come back with bigger numbers. I doubt they're going to come back, boy, we had it wrong. Instead of 5,200 people in Iraq, we've had 20,000. Whoops. Boink. They're not going to do that. They're just going, it's unbelievable. They're so flagrant. Trump is just so egregious in his corruption. Past administrations would dance around it and blah, blah, blah. Nah, Trump just scrub the numbers, pull the numbers down. We can do what we want. The Pentagon will still only say there was approximately 5,200 troops in Iraq. It hasn't changed in more than a year. Last year, the databases were a way to provide some transparency on the number of forces involved in the war against the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria when the Pentagon would not provide them. So now, boom. That's what they do. They just pull it. You can read this for yourself, guys. It's in the show notes below. And they have screen grabs of the troop numbers from the September 17th quarterly data that now is zeroed out. In Iraq, we supposedly had 7,400 in September. But now they scrub that number and they just say it's 5,200. Crazy. Crazy. This is nuts when you read this. Oh, God. The military-industrial complex is doing whatever it wants. Another reason to get real progressives in there, to cut the military budget in half. Do not support any politician from any party or who's an independent who has taken a penny from the military-industrial complex, from no defense contractors, who has even just signed off on a bill on giving more spending, like what Elizabeth Warren did. And Tim Kaine and Kamala Harris. Don't let them fool you into thinking they're progressives. It's just more bullshit identity politics. Don't fall for it. Thanks for supporting this show.